Hey everybody, this is Laura McLeod with McLeod Homesteading, and welcome to my porch. Now, this year in the garden, I wasn't going to do potatoes because of trying to get away from planting in my big garden. However, I just was walking through Tractor Supply and just couldn't resist grabbing some. So, these are Minnesota potatoes. It says that they're a late summer harvest. And we're going to get these ready to plant up in some raised beds. Now, I can tell you some of them smell rotten. And look at that. Got plenty of eyes. And what we're going to do, and this is what we're here today for, is we're going to cut these down and then we're going to put them on a cookie sheet and let them scab over for a couple days. And in that couple days, that will give me time to get over to the garden, get the raised bed area I'm going to plant them in all ready. So I want to, as you can see on this one, we've got two big ones and two little ones. So I'm going to try and cut this. So there's a big and a little on both sections. Just like so. And then this is the inside, and this is what we need to scab over. Why are we doing this? Well, obviously, it's going to yield us, hopefully, more potatoes. So again, we got a little one and a big one. That's the side we want to scab. This one only has one big eye one there. I got a couple little ones starting. So we'll just cut this one in half because, well, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there, right here's a little one, and right here's a little one starting. We'll try it. Worst that happens is you get a rotten potato. And then you have this one, there you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can cut this probably into 3s. And you know, I might be a little late even getting these in the ground. I don't think so, because according to the bag, as long as they're planted by June. So see, each one of them has at least 2 eyes on them. And I'm just gonna go through this bag and finish cutting them up and getting them on the cookie sheet. Now this one, this potato is rotten. So I'm going to try take the one section that is fairly good. Any of the rotten, we're just going to toss that right into the compost. As you can see on this cookie sheet, I have them all facing up, so that way the fresh air can get to them and will help them scab over. The scabbing should take approximately 2 to 3 days, and I will check them. See, like this one had 2 sides, so we want it so both sides are getting fresh air. Otherwise, it has potential to rot like this one. All right, so that's all there is to doing this part of the potatoes, I will not leave these out here in the sun to scab over. I am going to put them in the house up on a shelf. Now I will say I have recently just heard about how there's determinate and indeterminate potatoes, and I'm not too sure about what all is involved with that. I know it has to do with the layers. Like I said, not positive all on that yet. Still learning. This is my first year I've ever heard of that, and I do know that it is different meanings from the sounds of it than it is for tomatoes, where determinate in tomatoes, you have a determined amount set of tomatoes you're going to get. An indeterminate, you're going to get an unknown number of tomatoes. Potatoes aren't quite that way. It has to do with the layers of growing. So I will see you guys back in a couple days. So I just want to show you, it's been almost 24 hours since we cut these, and they are scabbing over really nicely. Here's one, even though it got flipped, it's still scabbing over. So we will give them another day. We will give them another day or two. I have decided that I am going to place the potatoes in this raised bed and see where it's curved. That is where it sits against a tire when I open it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open it. It has not been opened since fall. And we're going to check it out and clean it out. Ouch. It's clearly easy to see. We've got some fixing to do on the lid there. Looks to me like we might have to do some rebuilding, but that's all right. I don't know if I've ever told you, this was actually built, and I've got a door here, but it was built for our dog when she had puppies. And we didn't need it, so after she had them, so I turned it into a raised bed. Look at that. Oh yeah. And this will be easy if I got a hill up. So I'm just gonna go through and clean this up, and this is gonna take no time at all. As you can see, this is pretty dry, but it's not far down to the bottom, maybe about 4 inches, but there's only about 4 inches until you get to the bottom of the box, but that's all right, because like I said, we can hill it up. But all I want to do is give it a little water in here, and it's ready for us to plant the potatoes. I wanted to show you something. This is a red Brussels sprout that didn't get harvested last year. And I left it in here, and look, it's growing and it's getting flowers. So apparently it's going to turn to seed. I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to harvest the seeds off of it. As you can see, the potatoes have scabbed over pretty nicely. It's been 4 days. Some of them I don't like how they look like that, but we're going to take these over and we are going to get them into the ground. All right, so as I said, it's been about 4 days since I cut those potatoes, and I got the bed area all prepped on the second day. And now we're just gonna throw them into the ground. And I'm just gonna show you how I do this real quick, and then this portion is done. I put some green beans in the raised bed over there a few minutes ago. And I've got a lot more beans that I gotta get an area cleaned up, and we're getting things planted. All I will do is I will take, see this one has the 2 eyes, and I will just stick it down in, bury the potato with the eyes sticking up. So again, I've got 2 eyes. I just stick the potato in the ground or in the raised bed, cover it, and leave the 2 eyes above. All right, as you can see, I've got them all in here. We might have them a little too close. It's not going to matter as we hill up, and we'll give them plenty and plenty of space to grow. So all right, everybody, this is my quick little video about the potatoes. They are in the ground. I'm going to show you real quick the beans, but please like and share and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Toodles. Dirty ants, it's awesome.